There's going to be some can't miss entertainment as part of CattleCon 26, and your registration includes admission to all those great events, plus it now includes Cattlemen's College. And here's a look at the legendary Ryman Auditorium, the location for the Thursday night party.
For visitors to Nashville, especially music lovers, the Ryman Auditorium is a must-see attraction. Over the years, it's hosted legends from every genre, but its decades as the home of the Grand Ole Opry made it a sacred stage for country music.
The Ryman is actually over 130 years old. A lot of people say we are the first home of the Opry, but we're actually the fifth, but we are the most famous former home. So the Opry started as a radio show. As it became more popular, fans started to show up at the radio station wanting to see the show, so they had to find bigger buildings. They eventually ended up here, which became its home for 31 years, and that's when you saw the likes of Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, Porter Wagoner. That's where they stood, and that was the heyday of country music.
The Ryman began as a church in the late 1800s, built as a place of worship and revival. Today, it's known as the Mother Church of Country Music, and for good reason.
These are original pews that have been refurbished, and the stained glass, the wood, it feels like a church when you walk in. People have such a reverence for the Opry, for these artists, so that church vibe continues to this day.
From classic and contemporary country stars to rock and roll Hall of Famers, the list of people who have performed at the Ryman is impressive. And the Ryman's legendary acoustics give it a sound unlike any other venue.
A lot of artists specifically say it sounds like they're inside an acoustic guitar, which is super cool. So you just feel not only that reverberation from the music, but the audience too is so close and intimate. They feel a part of the show to the artist, and then the fans feel like they're a part of the show themselves. Because it was built as a church, there were no microphones or speakers at the time, so they did build it in such a way that it would amplify voices without a microphone.
The stage at the Ryman carries the weight of history, and many artists feel that performing there is an important milestone.
The stage has been replaced a couple times, but we were able to preserve that first portion of the stage there, that lighter color wood. That is from the 50s, so that would have been your classic Opry, Johnny Cash, Elvis, Dolly. That would have been the stage that they stood on, and that's also the stage where the circle was cut out of and taken to the Opry House as a remembrance of the Ryman.
The Ryman welcomes visitors daily with tours that bring its rich history to life. Guests even have the chance to step onto the famed stage themselves and stand in the very spot where music legends have performed.
We have daytime tours every day of the week, starting at 9 to 4 p.m. If you come toward the Ryman, you are able to stand on that exact wood that those legends have stood on again. George Jones, Johnny Cash, Loretta Lynn. You are able to stand there, get your picture made, and back to that is why the artists want to play there, because they want to stood where their heroes have stood.
The Ryman is more than a concert venue. It's a place to feel the history of music all around you, and generations of fans and artists agree it's an experience you won't find anywhere else.
As soon as you walk in, I feel like you're just in awe. So you just seeing the pews, seeing the stage, feeling that history, you really do feel it when you walk in. And as far as like the music, of course, you're gonna have those acoustics. And again, you're really in an intimate space, and the way that the circular pews are, you really feel super close to the artists. You feel a part of the show, and it really is a feeling like no other. It's a National Historic Landmark. It's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame landmark. It is a must-see when you are in Nashville.
Reporting from the Ryman Auditorium in Music City, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
Remember, Wednesday night is Boots on Broadway, sponsored by Central Life Sciences at Category 10. Then Thursday night, Caterpillar sponsors Cowboys Night at the Ryman. Both of those events are included with your registration. Now you can get all the details at the website convention.ncba.org.